Hello, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And welcome back to Word Up 2025.
What do you think?
2025, still alive. Still going. Well, I can't say that for my stepdad, but I mean, us.
No, us.
Like, dark joke right at the beginning. You had
2 to 3 in bed.
2 out of 3 in bed.
So, yes.
It is very cold outside. We're giving you a weather update in Belfast.
Oosh.
Cold as a witch's tit.
Cold as a witch's tit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're supposed to freeze the balls off a brass monkey.
Freeze the balls up. Cut you in two.
Cut you in two.
Dawn would cut you in two.
You get founded.
See, if you're out in that fucking weather, you have no home to go to.
Where's our weather watching camera today?
Our weather watching camera in my shower. I was making OnlyFans content. We'll not talk about that.
I'm going to do one about cakes. OnlyFans.
People with finger fetishes, only hands.
Preserves, only jams.
I love it. Pigs, only hams.
Phoning people up like we do suspicious business. Only spams.
I love it. Pamela Valentine's one, only Pams.
Hey, have you seen Pamela Valentine and like anyway she has fallen into this thing where like people who don't know how to make money in Northern Ireland now walk around houses that you can win.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what she does.
Fuck.
She's got a good pair of legs on her.
Does she do that?
I saw her on one of the thing. You too, you could win this beautiful 4-bedroomed house.
Just give us your entire monthly wage as a gambling addict and try and make your way to the food bank for the rest of the month, only to find out that you didn't win this beautiful house and we're all driving BMWs.
You're all fucking scuppered.
Yeah.
But she walks about this house. She's got great legs. She's wearing in this particular video. She's wearing like a wee dress.
I would say
that
Pamela does have great legs.
She does.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be so bold as to say, I don't think she was wearing tights.
Oh.
And I don't mean that in a dirty way. I mean that wasn't tights, giving her the illusion of great legs. Those are her legs.
I love Pamela though.
I
genuinely think.
I think she's a wee bit of a champion.
And also that I know someone who knows her personally. I know someone who knows someone. But it's because she is actually on the board of Art Sector. And I have heard it on good authority that she is genuinely brilliant crack.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard she's brilliant.
She's also on the board of U Faction, so
Is she?
Yeah,
She's
so
a very
she
good woman.
Well, she's also like
On many a board, but never boring.
She stood up to all of that sort of like she was like, "What? You're getting rid of me? You're getting rid of me and keeping Rose Neal? What the fuck's going on
I made the UTV.
I made the UTV. Does think anybody cares about that Gail
There's no
looking motherfucker?
UTV without me.
I love that she was starting up and she was like, "No, I'm not having this."
Fair play.
I loved it. She's
Fair
like,
play.
she like there's her and there's Julian and yes, there's Rose.
She's
and
done
there's,
all that and she has great legs.
And she does have, well, she does in this
I mean,
video. I have to
fuck me
say now,
sideways.
if you're watching this, Pamela, if you're sitting up nursing a wee hangy-o in the bed, and you're watching this and you're maybe on a fresh Saturday
Just remember, Pamela, that
morning,
you are a sexy woman, strong,
she
independent
is.
woman who don't need no man and you have great pins.
I don't know what age she is, but like all true classics, she's ageless.
She is ageless though. Like seriously, who even cares what age Pamela is? Nobody would even ask her age.
Nobody cares.
Like because an 18-year-old would still go, definitely would do.
Oh, 100.
Would definitely do.
100.
Would you do Pamela Anderson if you weren't married? And
Pamela Time. Pamela Time.
Pamela Anderson?
Pamela Ballamantine?
I wouldn't do Pamela Anderson, like.
Oh, Pamela Anderson. Do you see, segueing to Pamela Anderson, what do you think of the... I think she's also amazing.
I think she should still do that thing. I'll be ready. Baywatch. Because she could save everyone, just keep herself afloat.
But the no
Two boys.
The no makeup. She wears no makeup anymore.
I love
she's
that
in
about
this,
her though.
I love that she's decided...
Did you watch her documentary?
No.
She's very natural in it as well.
She's Canadian.
Hey,
She's Canadian.
yeah,
she's a
that's right,
naturalised
she is.
American, but
She
she was
is.
originally Canadian.
But her mum was
Much
saying, like, you
like
just need to stop
William
wearing
Shatner.
those big baggy things. And she was like, but it hides like all my fat and stuff. And I love people who are just like that.
A wee bit more humble.
Yeah, like don't care, just like this is how I am. Take me as I am or watch me as I go.
Take me. This is
Rory
me.
McSorley started one of those competition pages.
Did I?
Aye, Frostbite boy.
What's it
Oh,
called?
why?
Speaking of which, it is cold. Bump along, getting
Tis the
frosted.
season.
To be freezing.
He's our version. He's our version of Michael Bublé.
He really is. He just resurrects every time the ice is out, you know.
So
Is
he's our Mariah
Is he
Carey.
doing his own? What is the competition? Oh, do you want to win a combine harvester?
Hey,
You see, it's King Rory competitions.
Fire gloves.
Right.
You win. So
Date
the
Rory?
competition
Day
is
ticket on the glider.
€7. It's €7.99 entry, and
What?
$7.99 price guy. You can do it for a
and you
pound.
can win 50% off a John Deere tractor.
50.
So you don't even win the tractor.
So I
don't
still
even
have
win
to
the
pay,
tractor.
I still have to pay the other how many thousand for it?
I'm nearly sure
That's a
that
fucking
anybody
scam.
could get 50% off a John Deere tractor if you just negotiate.
Suck
with
off the
said
right.
farmer.
Oh, yes, talk to the right people.
Yeah. Suck off. Same
Suck
thing.
off the right people.
Same thing. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're very good at it, you get a John Deere tractor for free. Mm-hmm. What do you need?
You just marry a farmer.
Marry a farmer.
Yeah.
Marry a
There's
farmer,
another
Rory.
one. Trailer giveaway. Tag free.
Trailer about
friends.
the fucking floor.
Trailer all over Ireland.
Trailer out of the
Oh, it's literally just a wee trailer. Oh, for fuck's sake, my uncle.
You
has
too
one.
could win this great trailer. Look at this now. You could put your groceries in it.
You can put your
children.
your Asda bag in it with all your school books. And you can even buy a load of socks and put them in it.
Socks and
Aye.
loads of boxes. What's it? Cartons
Just
of orange
in case
juice.
people are interested, how much is it to enter the free trailer
the trailer.
competition?
Oh, that's it's free. You just have to tag free friends.
Right.
I do know people who might find that difficult.
Yes.
Tagging 3 friends.
Do you know those people that like tag you randomly and stuff, and you go, "I haven't seen you in 20 years. Are you
Yeah.
that hard up?"
But they're trying to win a free pizza from Chip Company or something.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
You feel like you want to comment. I'm not his fucking friend. Take my
Yeah.
name off it.
Stop tagging me. and shit.
I want to void and disqualify him because I'm not his fucking friend.
Yeah.
It's either that, a summer house off Shade Factory,
Oh my God. It's always stuff like that, isn't it?
or fucking
A
a
trip
caravan
away.
in Mille.
Or like a trip away. You could win a trip to the Galgorm, and you're like, "Why are you tagging me? I wouldn't go there if you were holding a gun to my head." would you?
T&C's apply. You
T's and
can only
C's.
go on a Wednesday and a Thursday. You can't go on a. Do you remember like Peter Kay was doing the whole thing? Was like on Bullseye. Let's look what you could have won: a speedboat, but I live in a third floor flat.
Yeah.
When am I going to keep a speedboat?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Although I
water.
absolutely, I have to say, I love the Galgorm, and I hate it when people hate on the Galgorm, right? And if you book early, which me and my mate do, like me and Aoife are two
Bargain hounds.
slags with bags, right? And we're just like, we deserve to treat ourselves. We need to go to the Galgorm because we're feeling very stressed. So what we'll do is we'll look like 3 months in the future and go, could you do a Tuesday? And I'll be like, fuck yes, I'm unemployed. And then she'll be like, right, well, if we go on a Tuesday, it's only £80 each and we'll get to get like one of those wee houses for one. And then and we do it. And you know what? See people that go, all these basic bitches going to the Galgorm. You're like, it's only because you didn't have 3 friends to fucking tag.
Nobody wants to
or
go
to
with
tag
you.
along. Nobody wants to go with you. Stop hating on the Galgorm.
No, as is why nobody calls for you.
Yeah. I imagine you were that kid. Were you?
That's why nobody calls for you. Nobody calls
likes
for you to play.
You're a fly off. Do you know? Did you
Used
ever?
to, used to doing that reminds me of like there was a wee documentary a couple of years ago, and it was about like all the different pound shops.
Right.
And how they started, and being in bargains and
Have we said this
Pound
before?
lamp.
We should definitely have a pound lamp next to Ann Summers.
Oh my God.
It would change the meaning of it.
Poundland. Yes. Yes.
took us away there.
Absolutely. It
But
did. That was quite an ethereal highbrow one.
joke.
Yeah.
It was about pounding.
Yeah, that was a really good sex joke.
Did you like it?
For it being like, scraping the barrel sex joke, it was very, very good. I enjoyed
Was
it.
a thinker.
You gotta go to Ann Summers if you wanna go to Pound Town. Yes. So sorry. The documentaries, you rang your ma?
I rang my ma, and while I was watching this wee documentary, and there's these two wee women that they like interviewed as part of it, and they were then in like the wee intro sequence for all the episodes of the documentary, and it's just these two women that go, "We love shopping in pound shops."
Do you know what?
Love it.
Did anybody else? Right, we were around for the invent of the original pound shop. So, do you remember whenever they popped up? I was in Derry at the time in university, and we went in to Poundland and were fucking amazed that you could buy like a chopping board with a knife set on it for £1, right? Everybody got presents from me that year from Christmas because I thought there was no pound shops in Belfast. I thought this was a Derry thing and nobody would know that I was banned the pound shop crap. And I was like a wee
What's
plastic...
our Brona got us this year?
A wee plastic chair for kids. You can buy furniture for £1, right? But that part where you're walking up to somebody and you're going, how much is this? And they're like, £1. How much is this? £1. right?
They took you by the hand, took you outside into the road and went, look at you call this shop, love.
Yeah.
They got so
Poundland.
much mileage out of that joke on that documentary, by the way.
How much
Like, it was so many times when they went up to one of the workers, like, get this, you got the day, right? A guy came up to me and he says, how much is this here? And I says, well, it's only £1. It's in the name.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
But it isn't actually.
It isn't anymore.
See, now,
Sometimes, no.
most things are fucking $3.50.
And £4 and all.
Because some of them are called, what do you call, because Poundland, it's called Poundland up here, but it's called something else down south, but it's the same.
Yeah.
It's called Deals with a Z.
It's a fucking rip-off now, is what it is.
It's a fucking rip-off. See this mouse pad? It's fucking £3.50.
But even their bags of sweets aren't £1 anymore. They're £1.25.
This Eric Cantona
Nobody
mouse
wants
pad.
the 25 pence on the end. It was a bargain for £1, £1.25. Now you're not getting it, son. Put it back.
There was one.
I go for sweets and chocolate.
Before all those franchise ones came here, like Poundland and like whatever the fucking other ones are called.
You used to get like
Pound South.
Venti's wee shop.
Yeah, there was one in Andytown
Pound Express.
facing Casement.
I'm it, yeah, 100%.
Do you
Where
know
the
where I'm
gem
on
is.
it?
But were they
Like-
Around a pound.
were they
See,
shops
like-
like,
Around £1. Yes.
And there, it was
They're
in
a wee
and that
bit
was
more
years
honest.
ago.
And they always sold like do you know like a yard brush? It was all hanging out the front. You know, like the yard brushes for out your back.
Yeah.
You know what I
and
mean?
like knockoff toys from
Yes.
the Philippines, like Captain
Water
United,
pistols.
Captain
the
United
button
States,
didn't work in it. You know, it didn't break. It didn't work.
Arachnid Man,
Yeah, the ersatz.
Ersatz, what would we call it?
Yeah, you used to get
Alien
like things
babies,
from it. And
Alien
it just
babies.
fall apart. I actually bought a camera from there.
Iron Mister.
A camera that I thought I could take photographs on, and I was all chuffed because it was actually like £4, which back in the day was like £40 to a kid, right? And I bought it and brought it up to the house, and it was in this wee plastic wrapping, and I was like, I'm going to be able to take photographs, and I opened it up, and there was just nothing in it. It was a hollow shell of what looked like a real camera.
It was almost like a representation of how you felt in that moment.
Empty and just completely taken,
Empty, and no sense of image of self.
yeah. Or as Dolores O'Riordan would say, empty.
What you going to say? In my head. I thought you were going to say that now.
Oh no, you have to listen to that whole album. There's lots of Banshee songs on there. Rest in peace, Dolores.
What about our word of the week?
Our word of the week
Word of
is
the week.
word of the week. We have ADHD watch here. Absolutely.
Is it? Oh God. Sphallolalia.
Yeah. Sphallolalia. Even though it's not Christmas anymore.
Does this have something to do with like speech?
It does.
Because echolalia is when you keep repeating. So
The repetition, or of an accent.
of an accent.
So Sphallolalia.
Wellies? No.
It kind of is. Kind of.
Follow? No.
Yeah.
Sphalla.
So
Follow me.
Sphalla me. Sphalla if you really want the tip. You know what I mean?
Do you spit or swallow?
Sphallolalia. Neither. It ain't going near me at all, man.
No, I let him do it on my tits.
Love it. Pearl necklace. Love
Pearl
it.
necklace, earrings, and a bendy.
Is this? We aren't doing dirty word of the week anymore, but this kind of is.
Kind of it.
Sphallolalia. We like to always give you a wee something to remember the word with, you know?
Yes, keep it in your head.
Yeah.
Use it.
Me go in
Me caen
to muertos.
tus muertos en la leche.
See how I remember that?
En tu madre.
So this basically means
Yeah.
it is flirting, it's like a harmless flirting or flirtatiousness that goes nowhere.
Okay.
So it's flirting that doesn't result in any sort of sexual encounter, or do you know how like some people are just natural flirts? I think I'm a wee bit of a flirt, and I don't mean to, like, not in a, like, I've had this discussion with partners and all. It's a harmless flirt,
Yes.
but I suppose some people can kind of take it the wrong way if you're
That's their problem.
But you know the way.
If your intent is your intent.
Yeah, do you know the way sometimes you might say, but you and I can flirt, and obviously nobody else is going to think we'd flirt with each other and go like,
Oh, look.
oh, look, you sexy bastard. You look really well. And you'd be like, oh, you know, Bronagh, look at your beautiful tiny tits or whatever. But, you know, like, it's that. And it just was, I screenshotted that whenever I came across it.
That was more like a dolphin, wasn't it?
Yeah. But ironically, you won't come across anyone if you're simply engaging in some Sphallolalia.
So it's just like a harmless kind of like, you could just, like, going across, like, at the bar, both parties know it's not leading anywhere. It's maybe even just, like sometimes you get a wee flirt, which is just a wee harmless ego boost.
Yes.
It's just a wee thing. It's just a wee harmless. Nobody's intent on anything. It's it is what it is. It's a wee interaction. It is.
Can I say something really controversial?
Go.
Obviously you can, because that's what we do.
Schindler's List wasn't that good.
It's true. Right. No, seriously, it bored the fucking bollocks of me. Right. But then again, I was probably about 10 when I was forced to watch it, so maybe I should do a rewatch. Yeah, maybe. But yes, so I enjoy a wolf whistle.
Yeah.
As long as I don't feel I can do you know the way I understand?
Who's wolf whistling now?
I understand.
That was a good save. Because I thought Sean was going to say, who's wolf whistling at you?
Do you know what's even...
My guts went like this here for a second.
Sean, is that what you were going to say?
No. But I wish you had it.
Thanks for that, David.
Wolf
Always there to keep me humble.
My nose just my guts went like this here. Where is he going? This is awful.
In fact, I'm gonna watch this episode in an action replay and see your face.
I was nearly going to go like this here. Like just to stop him from talking. I'm going to be sick.
You were saying.
I thought Wolf Whistle was one of the United Irishmen.
Who's still
It's a bar on the Antietown Road.
Who's still Wolf Whistle?
There's a revolutionary that had like a wee whistle.
A wee whistle, wolf.
That's right, love.
Letting you know that the peelers were about. I don't know. Like, I know that it's not a normally done thing now. But obviously, if I was walking along in the dark and I just heard somebody wolf whistle at me, I'd be like, oh, fuck. But it tends to be that rapists and all, they kind of just creep up on you. They're not ones to whistle at you beforehand.
And they're generally people you know.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, mentioning no MPs whatsoever. But I genuinely... So I was walking the other day. I was being a bus wanker a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And I thought, you know what? Maybe this is why I haven't been feeling too good about myself, because I've been driving my car.
And nobody's
And
to
nobody's
see
seen me. And so I walked
Need
out.
to be in the shop window.
I walked out on the gate.
She's walked 15 times in front of a building site.
Aye.
She keeps going like this here with her desk.
Well, you're north. If nobody's whistling at you and you walk past the building site, you are fucking fugly. Or else they're just genuine. Because nobody's working on a building site, let's be honest.
Or it is, they're all gay.
Aye.
It's actually the set of a gay porn movie, not high vis porn.
With no, like, nothing underneath the straps of the suspenders.
Do you ever see the episode of Simpsons where Homer brings Bart to like the oil fucking factory? Because he's like, oh, you need to see some real men working.
Yes.
And then it's like, they're all gay.
They're all gay and like lubricated and like...
And there's like house music playing.
Yeah.
Look, boy.
But I was walking, so I went down onto the Glen Road, and don't get me wrong, this guy was probably in his mid-50s, overweight and bald.
Not a barn is great.
But yeah, probably had more tits and teeth. Like, but he actually went out of his way to beep the horn, the window down, and he went, and I was like,
maybe he was trying to say to you, where's the... But because he had no teeth, it was like coming like... Where's the...
stop ruining my already precarious self-esteem. Like, for real, David.
For real.
Who's wolf whistling at you? And this old fella with no teeth probably was just trying to ask you where the chippy was. You know, I was sitting saying we flirt. We don't. He hurts. I flirt. But
hurting and flirting.
But yeah, you'll not get me squirting. But yeah, it was a wee
Hurting and
old lad
flirting is a Swedish
just
town.
like, do you know what? Fair fucking palladium.
Hurting and flirting is a Swedish town.
Hurting, flirting. Welcome to Hurting, flirting.
Hurting, flirting is
We
whenever,
do the
like,
best flirting pies in all of Sweden.
But yes, so anyway, have you ever been wolf whistled at?
It doesn't feel as nice. It doesn't feel as nice. Never been wolf whistled at. Well, I think I have. I've been wolf whistled at, but like I remember going past whenever I lived in Spain, And I remember I was walking into this because there's a gay district in Madrid called Chueca, so it's just like all the bars, and they're all like gay bars. And I was walking past, and again, I was in there like, I'm like, Chueca, you out?
Yeah.
And this I was walking past, and this man, like, I can't remember what, but it was more, and he just leaned in and he went, "Que bueno," which means.
And I went, I love them, the white ones with the chocolate.
And it was just very, like, it was so slimy.
Oh, yeah.
It was
like
like
you needed a wash after.
It's like, it just felt like but he just looked like, he looked like a wee, because like this is maybe the ADHD thing where you look at a person for 2 seconds and then you create a whole backstory for who they are. So what he looked like to me is he looked like somebody who had joined a company when he was 18 but didn't really, now he's 58. He spent 40 years of his life, but he's only had like one promotion in the whole time.
And he was like
there.
the big
and his
wig.
suit's all rumpled.
Yeah, he's the big wig along all the young ones, and he loves it because he's like a supervisor, but he has a bit of power. So all the young ones, but now they're older and they're above him.
After they've been there for 6 months, they're like, this is fucking
And now
sad.
he's lost all his
No,
hair.
you can't sit next to us at the canteen.
Yeah.
Fuck away off.
Yeah.
Raphael.
Go on, you.
Go on.
Pepe
Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew, you stink,
But
man.
I leaned in and he was like, and I think I thought he was going to ask me something, but he just leaned in and he went, "Que bueno." And I got there and it was weird.
That's my new Sphallolalia.
Sphallolalia.
I'm gonna go. Que bueno. Que bueno. But I saw this thing on Soch the other day.
On the
where it was like
socials.
these women that were like wolf whistling men. And the men loved it. Like they were proper like big up and they were going, "Oh my God, look at you. Oh, I could eat you for breakfast." And you could see like fellas walking along with a trolley that were kind of had a wee hop, skip and a jump in their step after. Do you know what I mean?
10 years ago, Ronan Linsky, so like local comedian Ronan Linsky, and he was doing this thing where he was driving around Belfast but shouting like, positive affirmations. Like,
Was that him?
I think it was Ronan.
Because I
If
remember
I'm
seeing
wrong,
that, but I
do
wouldn't have
correct
known
me.
Ronan at the time. So
Do correct me if I'm wrong.
That's became like a popular thing since. No, like there's a fella in like New York or something, and he's got like a megaphone, and he's like catcalling, but he's like saying like really positive things.
I bet you got a first on your degree. Yeah, like things like that.
Yeah, I think, but I don't know now, but I do think if it was Ronan, whoever this is, but I'm nearly certain it was Ronan Linsky,
Positive
was
spec.
one of the first people to do that sort of thing. And it was quite funny. I was like, keep on going, love, you're doing well.
Yes.
Like,
There was one that was like,
keep on doing
there was a load
it.
of smicks down outside, like a Chinese, and he was like, "Well done for supporting a little community, yeah."
I love it. Like
Money
that
back
would
in
be
the
known
economy.
in like as a dramaturge. There's like a genre of theatre that's called like invisible theatre, where people are taking part in a performance as such but don't know it. So you having scripted lines and saying things like that to people, essentially he could sort of highbrow himself and be like, "Well, I was actually doing some invisible theatre."
An invisible theatre part.
A part where
There's an arts council grant in that.
yeah, there definitely is. There's a grant in there
Ronan,
somewhere.
if you're watching this,
ACNI.
kudos, and go back, get all your footage for that, and then get a wee footage, a wee grant for that.
A wee reel. Have you ever flirted with somebody and hoped that it would go further and thought they were really interested and then they've just like walked away?
Yeah, and it has been a wee bit like, oh, but it has usually happened where like I'm in I remember happened once in a gay bar, and this is back when I was single. I was like
T's and C's apply.
I was like T's and C's apply. And this guy was chatting away, and like he had his hand around my waist and everything, and then it was all he was very much in my space, and it was all very. Oh, I thought this was that's the way it was going, and then he was like, "Oh no, I'm straight." And I went, oh, it went really
Well,
weird.
your hands aren't.
It went really strange, really quickly.
Right.
And it was like, it was all, But I think the dynamic's different though.
Yeah.
Because like, if you're a woman and you're in a situation.
Yes. Don't get me wrong, I'm not undermining. I understand that
Yes.
it can be a bit, I can understand why people, I'm not poo-pooing the
No.
notion
I
that people
remember a
are
woman-
offended or are intimidated by
I remember
it.
again a woman, whenever I was living in
Just
Spain,
let's say
I was
it doesn't
coming
happen
out-
to me very often and it happened once and I was happy.
I was coming out of a supermarket, and there was a bus full of Italian men. And she was walking. She looked fab, and she was wearing like a wee skirt suit, and she was like, all so very curvaceous, and she had blonde hair, and the whole bus of Italian men started like applauding her as she
love
walked
that.
past, and she was like,
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Blondie got her name from catcallers. Blondie got her
Blondie.
name because she said I was in New York. I was like, you know that movie Clueless? I'm quoting her verbatim, even though I've only seen this once, but that's an ADHD thing. Couldn't tell you what I had for my breakfast. But she says, I was in New York. I was like that movie Clueless. I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. I was walking past a construction site and all these guys start going and wolf whistling. They're going, hey, Blondie. Hey, Blondie. And I just thought, that's great. And that's where she got her name
That's where
from.
she got
She's a natural redhead, though, isn't she?
Is she?
She's.
You trying to tell me
ginger.
like everything's
Up a
going up
gingers?
here, but down there it's on fire?
Up a ginger.
Your sex is on fire. Gingers are
Put a bit of cream on it.
I genuinely think, and you know, because gingers are going extinct, that's why, like,
So it's going around killing them.
but like that's why you've seen the uptake in like women dyeing their hair red and reds and hair dyes and things like that. Because blonde was obviously it was seen as being like this ideal because they weren't very common. But now red hair is that to the blonde.
Well, do you remember back in like the 80s, 70s and 80s, like owl dolls would get like a wee blue or purple rinse?
Yeah.
In France, I noticed in the 90s, whenever I went over and I stayed with a family for like a couple of weeks, owl dolls dyed their hair red.
Oh really?
It was a weird, like, you know, like once they had that wee bit of like white in their hair, they dyed their
went
hair
red?
red. No, they dyed it red.
It's only over here that we, in fact, an American friend pointed this out to me. She said, "You guys are like so strange against, you know, gingers." Because over here, obviously, with the
Aye,
cat,
hold on a wee second, love.
it's awesome. But
I just want to say, we didn't make them have their own fucking wash basins and fucking seats on the bus. Fuck off.
there you go.
I'm just saying.
Very interesting point. You cannot disagree with that. But she was saying about how
Jim
over
Crow
here,
laws over here.
The what?
Jim Crow laws over here. But what would it be for gingers?
yeah, you can't come out in the
Ginger laws,
sunshine.
The Jim Glow.
Jim Crow. Yeah. Jim, seriously, you need to put a factor 50 on you. You're too white. Do you know what I mean? Whites only. They have their own basin that's like see-through here.
That's not white. That's
white
that's
here.
base- that's
Yeah.
I could see the blood running through your veins.
Yeah.
Mauve.
But over here, I think because we have a lot more Celtic skinned people and like Celtic colouring, we tend to like even the term ginger sounds like a bit of a slag off.
But doesn't the ginger-
in
doesn't it come
America,
from the
she was
north?
saying like over in America we're like you're redhead, you're fiery, you're hot, you're clever, you know, that kind of thing. And I thought, yeah,
Yeah.
we need to put that spin.
Yeah.
We need to get their PR person for our gingers.
Firecracker, not Fanta pubes.
Yeah. It just reminded me that I was caught. We made this. We were in art class, and right, okay.
Look, you started.
So we were doing this thing in art class where it was like, you know, making those butterfly effect paintings where you would do a completely symmetrical painting on one side and then fold it over and have it, you know, it wasn't exactly very fucking GCSE level, but I mean, it kept us quiet for a bit.
That's only what art class was, wasn't it? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, there was this guy we
period.
ran around with and you called him Keno. And
Did Keno cut his pubes off?
Keno was a ginger, and one of the girls at the table, I had no hand in making this whatsoever, made a big symmetrical pubis with like a cock in the middle and had Keno has Fanta pubes on it. And you cannot understand the level of hilarity when you have like a middle class posh art teacher open up this cock and read, Keno has Fanta pubes. And everyone just going, and then we were like, we're 13. How do you know he has Fanta pubes? You whore!
You whore!
You absolute trash bag.
Oh my
Tell
God,
me
my
more.
daughter's a whore.
Tell me more. You're a whore.
Oh my God, my daughter's a tramp.
Would you like to hear today's sweater? We are going to go to
Wait.
Sweater. T's and C's apply.
It's a black.
So I tried to squeeze this in.
God.
Said the bishop to the nun. Right, but you know this word.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Lumpen proletariat.
Yes. And lumpen proletariat. And I actually
This sounds very Georgian.
only,
That sounds like a kind of thing. You know that sort of, you know that series of drawings. It's called the Rex Progress, and this sounds like a very word like This or leading
I'm
it.
probably sure if you were to Google that, you would find something along those lines. But I didn't go in that deep, despite the fact that I have a podcast called Word Up.
Word up. It sounds like that. Or something Dickens would have made up.
Yes, it's kind of like, but whenever you look at where proletariat comes
Mm-hmm.
from and Marxism, it has its roots in that. It's been a long while.
It's ruts.
It's been a long Christmas. So this was inspired by a question that somebody had, and actually, let's give it up for Petal Reaction, aka Rare Witch.
I mean,
Oh, yes. It's funny because it's local.
pedal dance.
What you call him again?
Pedal dance.
Yes, but
And it Rare Witch. PMag.
P-Mag. Patrick McGuire.
McGuire.
He is funny as fuck. Check out his stuff if you haven't, because he has an Instagram page where he makes all these little cartoons and things like that, and it is very local, but it's also hilarious. I sent them to my uncle in Galway, and he's just like, send me more of those, and I'm like, you can just go online and get them yourself.
But he's kind of like one of the few people who are like I think it's genuinely innovative.
Yes.
Because it's very meta.
And he's not afraid to take his time over something.
No.
You know, to that point where like you go, is this still funny? It's been going on for 3 minutes, and then you go, and then it's even funnier because you like drag it out. But
our favourite one's the one we watch all the time in here. We were
is it we're gonna burn hang, so we are?
No, it's the one. It's
like
like
two lads arguing about who had it worse growing up.
Yes.
We had nothing. We didn't even have a word, nothing. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even exist. Yeah.
All we had was
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. And then it's like, what? We didn't even have the word nothing.
then he disappears and he goes, where did Daddy go? And he's like, he's probably on his fucking yacht
Yeah.
with his Proton on his phone.
And his microwave. He's got a microwave. Yeah. That is very good. In fact, we'll link to that in the show notes if you're interested in having a wee look at Petal Reaction. But this was, he did a piss take of that working class podcast, He Who Shall Not Be Named. But he was like, next up on the Hardly Working podcast. And then there are loads of people that are like, is there a word for people? Why are they calling themselves working class if they don't work? Mm-hmm. So I was like, without wanting to be a dickhead, it was like, actually.
Put a big H on the front. Actually, there is.
There is. Mm-hmm. And it is
Lumpen proletariat.
Lumpen proletariat. And you're usually lumped in with the proletariat.
Oh, let's face it.
And it's usually seen as like the vagabonds, the people who don't work, people who are criminal, resort to petty crime or other ways in order to get their meals, or subscribe to the dole. Do you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with being a lumpen proletariat, unless you're a criminal. Like
it depends on the type of lumpen
But-
proletariat
So
which you are.
fancy way of saying smick.
Smick.
We
Yes.
didn't say smick. We would have said spades.
What do you, right, okay.
Whenever we were young.
Smick, spade,
Chav.
chav. Do you know chav is supposed to be council house and violence?
Nade.
Oh, really?
In Scotland, you would call them a nade.
Or chap, council house and proud.
Nade.
Ned.
Ned was a ne'er-do-well.
Oh, really? A ne'er-do-well.
Nade.
Luke said knacker, right?
Right.
But
That's a Cork thing, isn't it? And that's really offensive.
Is that not problematic? Is that not like a traveller?
But I think down south they use it for like chav.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Or
like up
langer.
here,
Langer.
Yeah, Langer as
Langer.
well, yeah.
but we use it for like travellers.
I've
Yeah.
heard as well.
Do you?
How are you?
No, I
bastard.
don't.
How are you?
How are you?
How is? Do you mean like a how
How are you?
is? Like a sort of a chavvy?
Yeah, or like, come here, you heard.
Or a millie up here.
Well, can I just say that millies, and I often try to point this out because I am a dick, millies are not lumpen proletariat.
They put a day's work in.
Millies are called millies because they worked in the mills and they were usually up to their fucking knees in flax water, suffered a lot from TB and all sorts of like pneumonias that were caused by being in the... And my granny was a millie and she was very proud of it, and they earned their fucking keep.
That's
so they did.
my dad would shout at you if you said millie.
My granny would
Because
say...
you say your granny was a millie.
Yeah, my granny would say, your granny was a millie. And my granny was one of the last people that was alive that worked in the Conway mill. And they asked her to come down. She was like, fuck no. But
Still in my hands. You know how much oil of I had to
I've
fucking
had to
pay to
use.
get them back to normal. Fuckies.
exactly. And also, can I just say that being a smick is not like interchangeable with being a lumpen proletariat, Because have you ever heard half of the call centre? I mean, here, do you wanna like buy us here we
Thank you for a phone on Vodafone. You're talking to Jackie. How can I help you?
Here you go. Just get me your like bank
Oh, I'm not so brave now. Look at me now.
I gotta say now because I'm a fucking smack. Like
I love it. I'm like, you know what? You can still be intelligent and have a regional accent.
There's a
or
whole
talk
niche
whatever way you
porn.
want to
There's a
speak.
whole niche gay porn, like chav porn, where it's all that council estate and like there's guys, especially I think in America you call it rough trade.
Oh.
But over here, like it's like that
Like
whole
blue collar guys.
yes, well, like like middle class guys, like they're a bit of rough, and it's sort of like it's like a whole niche
Yeah.
porn thing where there's like guys here and their Kappa tracksuits and all.
Yeah.
And
Or something that does it for me, like whenever I see sometimes Lynx Africa and
as long as they smell like Lynx Africa or
a
like
wee tracksuit.
blue.
Not a whole tracksuit. The whole tracksuit is too much. But just a man with a pair of jogging bottoms
Remember
on.
in the late
I'm
90s, like a proper smick or chav or ned or lumpen proletariat was somebody in the late 90s, early 2000s who wore a whole matching cap, two
but the cap
gobbies.
was never ever put on properly, fully
just
down.
sat.
It sat on top of the head.
And it was-
you had the Caesar hair, so it was all shaved, but it had a little fringe at the front that was
Oh.
like Caesar.
Do you know what you call, what they were called? You know when you had curtains?
Aye.
They were called louvres.
Louvres? Well, we
Like
didn't
your,
call.
like your louver blinds.
Oh, Louvre, right? That sounds
your
a bit
Lou-
pot. We wouldn't have known that
Like your
word.
louver blinds.
Louvre.
Or loafers. Many people call it loafer blinds.
Loafer.
Like, no,
Loafer.
louver blinds.
The barcode applies to the.
But
Barcode, yes, the wee barcode too. You
and
know,
also
making
a
sure
barcode moustache as
but
well.
it was all. But they were
all
head
the
to toe.
trademarks of the SMIC.
Head to toe Burberry.
Oh my god, yeah. Do you know the Burberry actually was like their campaign was fucking ruined because of
why?
us? I say us. So yeah, I am a
But
member
it's the
of
same
the
as like what do you call
Sphallolalia
him,
in a
Michael
sense.
Kors handbags.
Chavletariat.
Yeah, there's no point in actually having a real
Did-
Burberry handbag.
Did you
because nobody
say
will
the
believe the truth.
Chavletariat?
Yeah,
Oh, the Chavletariat.
I love that.
Chavletariat. Yeah, the Chavletariat.
You
Yeah,
dirty
will we do that?
The Smeckletariat.
The Smeckletariat.
Smeckletariat.
Yeah, fucking right. Let me
Smeckletariat.
Smeckletariat. Don't stop it! I hate those people.
People who said turlet.
If you say turlet, get in the bin.
Oh no, it was
Yogurt.
What do you
People that say yogurt. Do you know I had this discussion the other day? We say yogurt, right?
Yeah.
And then I've had it said to me, "Why are you saying it like an American?" Actually, you know, why are you saying it like an American? And I was like, I think it's yogurt, and I think Irish people brought yogurt to America. We brought fuck all to America, let's be honest. Nothing but a fucking sack on her back with a few potato skins in it, you know what I mean? The child hidden under the coat. But, like, yogurt.
If anybody, for people watching here, see my face, like go like this.
What do you say?
I'm deaf. That's why I'm like this, because I'm trying my best to like
Right.
think. I don't know.
Yoplait. So, Yoplait.
Yoplait.
What would you say? Do you want to be Yoplait yogurt?
Oh, I don't know.
Yoplait yogurt.
Yoplait. Well,
Do you like them crunch corners?
because my granny couldn't say it.
What'd she say?
She said yogurt.
Yogurt. Well, forgive Granny.
So I tend to say that. Now
Is this Irish?
Arse. Irish yogurt. She would say, there's loads of things she couldn't say. She would say identity. Do you instead of identity? So she's like, I was watching that CAS. And so when they found the body, they had to do an autopsy.
Or tap south.
Because there was yogurt all over his face and they couldn't identify him. And it was, they couldn't identify the body.
Yeah.
They couldn't identify the corp. One corp.
One corp?
Because
Is
she,
that like a, singular?
Nana thought it was one corp, two corpse.
I
She thought corpse was
I
plural.
have to
That is
admit
hilarious. Did she actually think that?
100%. Because she told this story.
They
She
couldn't
told
find the corp.
Well, that's how you say body in Irish.
corp.
Corp.
Well, she told
my
this
body,
story.
like Corpus Christi.
Nana told
Only
this
that's
story
Latin.
about how this fella they had put the wrong name into the obituaries. Where it was like this fella had died, and say it was, I don't know, Michael Smith, and they put in Michael Jones.
Right.
And Michael Jones was walking around alive, and my nana was like, "Well, Michael, you're the healthiest looking corp I've ever seen." And we were killing ourselves laughing, and she thought they loved my joke, but we were laughing because she said
Said
corp.
it wrong. We're like, we're laughing at you, not with you, Granny.
I had a thing the other day where Liam was playing with maracas, right?
Dote.
And
Lucky caracha.
then he lost one of them,
Lost a maraca.
This is like the saddest story ever told.
This is
and
like
he
the
was
first
playing-
10 minutes up.
I was playing with him with this
Maraca.
maraca, but I was going, what's the singular of maracas?
Oh,
And I had to
is
look
it not
up-
maraca?
Just a
It's
maraca.
it's just maraca. It's not any more complicated
It's like,
than that. But I just
do you
didn't
think
know.
it was like die and dice?
Morocco.
I always got
I
confused.
no, I thought it one Maraca was one maracas, and then you had two maracas. Like
My nana was a wee bit like, my nana thought it was like one vol au vents and many vol au vences. She'd go, have a couple of wee ham and chicken
Vol-au-vences.
mushroom vol au vences in the kitchen. Do you want a wee vol au vents?
Mushroom and chicken vol-au-vences. And do you know what that essentially was? That was a tin of Campbell's condensed
100%.
mushroom and chicken without adding the water inside of a
Well, no, my nana was, God rest her soul, a lazy bitch.
I thought you were going to go, no, my nana actually done it properly.
Oh, no. The very, very opposite. She got them out of the Windsor Bakery.
Good girl.
In the middle of Lurgan.
Oh, really? Oh, so she did. Go a bit bougie then. Well,
I know.
Windsor sounds nice.
Windsor Bakery. It was, as was, I don't know, please, Lurgan, people let me know there's a Windsor Bakery still there.
Tis
But it
was?
was the one, it was the, the big ones, like that size.
Yeah.
What a dodgy for your lunch.
What a dodgy.
Oh,
Could
what a
have had half
dodgy.
of that in your
What a
pocket.
dodgy for your lunch.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you anything on that people can go to? Anyone watching might want to go and see?
I think so. Yes, I'm going to be. I'm still going to be doing Come to Cabaret at Cabaret Supper Club on Upper Arthur Street. If you want to see either me
Absolutely.
or the amazing
Gemma Hutton!
aka The Ride. That is
Yes.
Dick Van Dyke.
Love her. Him.
It was class because he is my job share husband, so I'll be in when he's not. You know what I mean? And it was really nice on the New Year's Eve.
Are you sure
show.
that they didn't do that just to make sure that they don't see you? I'm
Keep-
just trying
keep
to
me
turn
out.
the tables on you, you know,
Make
because
me feel better.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
you know I have to keep myself
Yeah.
recharged for the
Yeah,
good nights.
I need to
Take me down. But but on the New Year's Eve show, we got to work together, which was really, really lovely. It was nice being in the dressing room with Gemma, aka
out of
Dick.
town.
And then you and I are going to be doing a roast battle, judging a roast battle.
28th, is that?
28th.
Oh, who is roasting?
February?
So we're not roasting, we're judging.
We're judging the
Who's
roast
being
battle.
roasted?
I think it's I'm not sure the lineup is finalised yet, but Justin Freeburn is putting it together. Don't think Justin Freeburn's going to be getting roasted because the last time he's still toasted.
Justin only needs to go out without any Factor 50 on.
He
to get
is
roasted.
he's still toasted from that Johnny Bow roast.
yeah.
What was the best one was? Johnny Bow was like, what does Justin Freeburn keep under his beanie? Not punchlines.
He's a bastard, that
Johnny
But,
Bow.
I mean, if you're going to go up in a roast battle, you don't want to be against Johnny because he's the
No.
one-liner king. Do you know what I mean?
The Pundertaker.
The Pundertaker, yes. I'm in the Empire on the 21st.
Brilliant.
If anyone wants to come see me there, come see me, come clap, come enjoy some fun. That would be great. That'd be great.
That'd be great. Oh,
That'd be
what is
great.
it, Daddy? What is that? What's it, Daddy?
Go check out Kitsch.
Go check out Kitsch
Kitsch.
Sisters. We have a lot of stuff on Kitsch. If you want to get down, you want to get involved, you want to have some fun. Kitsch Sisters Belfast on Instagram, and our little website shall be up by the Irish News on a Saturday because it makes me look good. If you
Lads, gigs.
Not a lot of search party stuff coming up until March. We're doing a wee tour. We're going to be in Bundoran, Dundalk and stuff. But
The world tour of Ulster.
I'm going to be playing this weekend.
Ooh.
We're in Canal Court and...
That's where we had our
in
upper
Newry.
That's where we
In
had our
Newry.
upper sixth formal, my school.
Oh, serious?
Canal Court in Newry this weekend. If you want to come and see
And-
Sean do his thing.
And the Plough-In in Hillsborough.
I
on
love
Saturday.
the play-in.
I love
Oh my God, I need to text my cousin. Hi, Jackie.
Royal Hillsborough.
She likes it in there. I'm going to get them to go along. In fact,
I'm going on Saturday. And I think it's all been done up too, so
Has it? And here the food in there is great too.
it is gorgeous.
Play in,
It's a
feel
great
free
way-
to.
I love
sponsor
the
us.
Plough-In.
This is the great love plan.
You want to go tuck her to the play on Saturday, and then I brought her for dinner. If I don't see it through week, I'll see it through window.
Yes, at window.
Tell your granny I was asking about her. Thank you for joining us, and Happy New Year. We'll love you.
Happy New Year.